Hello, welcome to Fiber Town. This is episode 180. It's the 3rd of February and it's 2017. And the weather's overcast and yucky again, but I have a pretty little co-host. Someone was mentioning that they wanted to see more Alice, so I thought I would give it a try. She's down here on a chair on a sheepskin, looking very pretty. And yes, we are here to chat with you about all things woolly. Right, Alice? You like the wool too? So she'll probably pop up and down, and we'll see how it goes. But here's a little extra Al, and, well, you're welcome. So, if you are brand new, hello, and thank you for coming. I'm here to chat about, as I said, woolly things, and here's what we have today. I have a Handspun Winter Talk, a mitten pattern, FOs, works in progress, weaving, spinning, Ask Fibertown acquisitions, and if everything goes well, Handspun Winter Montage. And I'm going to take these glasses off. Oh, hi. I think, and just kind of be blind because be blind and kind of makeupless. I did put on some lipstick, but the rest is natural. Just because these are new old lady glasses and they're kind of UV tinted, and I'm just realizing how glary. How do they look on you, baby? See? Yeah. They're weird. Getting old is fun. What was that so funny? Okay. Sometimes I can't predict what her trigger words will be. But, yeah, she's a bit cooped up these days. It's a little cold and windy for a practically hairless dog, even with a coat, to be going out and doing things. So, all right, so it is Handspun Winter, everybody, and that means we're knitting with our handspun, and that is bringing comfort, I hope, to you as it is to me. And I have a lot of mittens. I have a mitten pattern that's going to be released, hopefully, when you see this video. The reflecting light mittens will be available to purchase on Ravelry. If you are a Fibertown viewer, you can get $1 off the pattern. I don't have the final price yet. I'm still deciding. The final, well, it'll be $1 off whatever that price is. The price will probably be $5. I'm committing to that right here. There she goes. So this is one of the mitts. This is the size women's small, and it's also children's large. I have very small hands. I've been wearing this pair a ton on my walks. I love them. They're warm. They are light. They stay on. Reflecting light. That's from the moon pattern down there. So yes, so those, I have the medium size. Look at that leaf on it. That's the inside, what the inside of the medium one looks like. So for the larger sizes, this is the small, the way the small looks. There's not as much of a gap. For the larger sizes, you will definitely have to carry your floats at that one place. And then this is size large. That's the front. And then where's the other one? Oh, here it is. It had fallen down. So the size large, you'll see, has a bigger gap right there. So yes, all sorts of things to do in this mitten. I hope you guys enjoy it. I think it makes a very wearable mitten. This is Brooklyn Tweed Loft. The small definitely just takes one skein of the main color. Medium and large, you might want to err on the side of caution and get 2. And you might try it out of other woolly wools, maybe a Shetland 2-ply, like for color work. I really love this wool, the Brooklyn Tweed Loft. It's a wool, I keep going back to talking about this particular wool. It's not a wool I see myself ever spinning, which is, again, a little bit part of the attraction for me. It's hard to describe, but it's not a wool I've ever produced myself, so I've produced similar things, but not quite the same. And it's all made in America, and the colors are great. So this is the main color of this is Snowbound, Homemade Jam, and Old World. So there they all are. And I hope you guys enjoy the pattern if you choose to take a look. All right, so I didn't say the code, the coupon code, did I? It's FT1 let's make it lowercase. I'm going to write it down. FT1, and that stands for $1 off. Okay, so as far as FOs, I do have one. It's not finished because there are ends to be woven in, but yeah. Rainbow handspun mitts. These will be for my mother. Just little fingerless gloves, and I used spindle spun hobbledehoy batlings. She has little fingers and hands like I do, and there we go. Very mismatched and just a lot of fun. She likes rainbows, like spinning and knitting with rainbow stuff, so it worked out. So I used this Blue Moon BFL that I'm using in everything for cuffs and ribbing and stuff lately. And of course I knit the first one on different size needles than the second. So the ribbing of the second one fit better. It just looked cleaner. So I did a thing where I went back and I put my needles through the right leg of all the stitches at the bottom, and then I cut the old cuff off and I knit a new one down. Kind of made me feel like a grown-up, fixing things, making the hard choices. So those need to be blocked and ends woven, and you won't see them again, most likely. They will be given away. So works in progress. I'm back to my old works in progress. I do have some new ones as well. The first, this is a hoe. This is another gauntlet. Oh my goodness. Which one is the, I think this is it. So this is mustache yarn. I love making these gauntlets. I love wearing them. They're just great for around the house, keeping your arms and your hands cozy when you're knitting. A lot of my sweaters don't come down very long, or they're blouses that, they're a bracelet or a 3/4 length sleeve, and so these are really cozy and nice. So this is the sorting hat. It's Harry Potter inspired. I am a Hufflepuff, if you're curious. And there again is that BFL from Blue Moon, and I used that in a sweater knit a while back. The second one has not yet been cast on, but soon. Now I have a sock, because I always have a sock. And this is out of Kaleidoscope Yarns, Aphrodite's Tears. Got this at Looped. There we go. This is a Canadian sock. Canadian company. It is an American sock currently. The yarn is from Canada. And this is what it looks like. Speckles are so hot right now. So a gray with chartreuse and turquoise and pink and purple speckles. And I've decided to knit this Magic Loop US 1.5's 2.5 millimeters. The Mercury socks by Kim Drotar. And I do my usual heel and gusset, but you might notice how short this cuff is. I really expected to, for some reason, expected to really love knitting this sock. I don't love knitting this sock. It's okay. It's not terrible. Let's not be too first worldy about it. I guess it's the pattern. I just didn't grab me like I thought it would. So I even considered not continuing it down the front of the foot, but I'm going to. But yeah, I just wanted a short one. I can't memorize the pattern. It's not super fast for me. It doesn't seem to grow super fast. So yeah, let's just cut our losses and get it done quicker. So that is the sock for February. Now I have picked my crochet blanket back up, and I've gotten some things done on it, you guys. I left a progress marker. That's where I was last time I showed you. And yeah, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows, and they are kind of long. You can see that rainbow handspun. That's what's left over from the mitts for my mother. Hey, Alice. Come on back, baby. Oh, she has a toy. You want to show them Bad Santa? So yeah, so this is very relaxing. And it's getting some work done on it. Well, she might bring Bad Santa over, but she's currently breaking his neck. Can you hear the squeaks? That was a Christmas gift for her. So what else can I show you? I do have, oh yes, works in progress, hat brims for my fiber camp. I'm doing that the week of Valentine's Day. There's the first brim. It looks really small because it's not stretched. It's scrunched up on DPNs. This is a Malabrigo. Beautiful. And then this is almost finished. I've done both of these today. I had coffee with a friend this morning and knit ribbings. So I will have 6 campers total. I was going to have 7, but one of them had to drop out. I feel like I'm leaning down. Where's your Santa? Where's your toy? Go get it. Go get your toy. I wish she understood English. You guys seen my flâneuse necklace with my geranium oils on it? It's lovely. I've been wearing this all day. Come back. Okay, there we go. And I also have on my Threshold sweater by Melanie Berg. This is out of Hazelnut's Artisan Sock in the quill colorway, and I really enjoy wearing this sweater. It's light and very wearable. Coming up. All right, so that's it. Let's talk about weaving. You can come on. Yeah, I started weaving again. Let me show you the first thing I put on the loom. It was this. It's very hard to get the colors of this accurate. Really not accurate. No. This has magentas and orange and purples and browns. It's a 90-inch long scarf. And the warp is Sari silk yarn. There it is. And then the weft is a bulky merino. I really enjoy how this looks. And I was worried it might be a bit too heavy. But it's very wearable, I think. Yeah. And 90 inches, when wrapped around once, comes down to mid-hip, maybe? All right, come on. So this is currently in my Etsy shop. If anyone is interested, take a look. It's Fibertown on Etsy. Stay there. I'll put a link in the down bar. You want to shake my hand? There she is. Okay. There she is. So what else? Well, I put, right now I have some Miss Babs Yowza on the loom, and it looks like this. It's the Diva colorway. I can't show it to you right now. I actually haven't tied the warp threads on yet. That's going to happen tonight at some point after I take kids to doctors and that sort of thing this afternoon. So yeah, hopefully tonight I can relax and do that. I did get out my Noro stash, and I have Curion and Silk Garden, and was considering what that would be like woven up. And I was a little concerned because it's a little bit on the fragile side. The Noro, when it's loosely spun for the most part, and it's a more woolen spun yarn for sure. So I was worried about warping, but I gave it a go. I mean, that yarn has been in my stash for years and years and hasn't been used. I made a whole blanket out of Noro, a Babette blanket, which is crocheted, and it's amazing, and it finishes beautifully. Like the hand is beautiful once it's finished. And so I warped with a skein of Curion and a skein of Silk Garden. And this hasn't been finished. You can see some ends hanging out. Let me show you the right side of it. So really gorgeous colors. I did full it a little bit. It's been washed. And, you know, the weave is stable. It's not going anywhere. But, oh, I love this section right here that ends in the purple. And that green right there is pretty amazing. See that? There we go. And it looks a bit different in person. The warp threads come out a bit more than on screen. I don't know what I want to do with it. I almost want to keep it as is, but I don't think anyone would. I mean, it's fine for me to wear, but I'm not sure if anyone else would like to wear it. I might full it and cut it up for bag making. We'll see. So yeah, let's talk bag making. I have been playing around with different designs, prototypes, and I played around a little bit with some drawstring bags. This one obviously doesn't have a drawstring. This one is a double drawstring and hasn't been finished. And I really don't like double drawstrings that much. So I played around with making a single drawstring. And this was just some scrap fabric I had and a shoelace. And this is the kind of drawstring I really like. A single drawstring, really easy, squishy, that you can just throw in your purse. And it's lined as well. Then I wanted to try it with my handspun. Handspun hand woven. And here's another prototype, which I also really enjoy. So I'm going to try making more that are similar to this with my hand woven. Yes, that kind of ties into weaving. And now let's talk about spinning. What do I have to show you? I have a lot. Okay, I think the winter gloom and I know those of you in the great north up there are laughing at me when I say winter gloom, but yeah, the winter gloom has gotten me a bit bummed, and this and that. So I'm going to take this off. I really, at one point, decided, I need to just have some wool in my hands for a good stretch of time. So I think it was last Saturday morning, I sat down and just combed some Romney, and it put me in a much better mood. So what I have, these are my combs. These are Valkyrie combs. I have Brutus, who's a weathered Romney, and it just means he's had the chop and makes beautiful wool. I combed Brutus. This was a gift from Magnolia. Megan, hello, if you're watching. Really gorgeous. I don't know if let me show you the basket. I don't know if the screen is going to do Brutus justice. Brutus is interesting because he's lustrous and most of his locks are very long, but there is some variability in his locks. Some of them are shorter and crimpier. Romney's a medium to long wool. And there are different colors in his fleece, and the tips of his wool were darker than the cut ends, which was interesting. Often, I wonder if he was coated, because often sheep, the tips of the wool will get sun bleached or dried out, but not Brutus. He's got gorgeous, gorgeous wool. So I will spin this. Perhaps I will even spin it worsted. I don't know how much it is, not too much, but really was a lifesaver in the moment, just to sit down and comb. Now what else? I have finished some Manx Lofton, the stuff I showed you last week. Manx Lofton from the Isle of Man, the breed. It's where it's originally from. Isn't this beautiful? I think this will go in my Etsy shop as well. And this is 190 yards. It's really more like 195, but I rounded down. And this is is it a 3-ply? Can't remember. Yeah. This is a 3-ply gorgeousness. This would make an amazing cabled hat. Yes, it would. This would make, those mittens from, where's the right color? It's hard to get it. It's a little bit darker than that. Those mitts from Rib Magazine, those are really cute. I think these would make an amazing one of those. And then I've been spinning minis. I've been spinning hobbledehoy again, because it's always fun. Castle Liac batlings. This is an Outlander reference. These are merino, yak, silk, bamboo, and holographic sparkle. And now I have an Ask Fibertown question related to sparkle. And this was from Marianne, Middle-Aged Pearl, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have the question in front of me, but she wanted to know, how does one spin sparkle without having the sparkly ends poking out? Marianne, I did a cursory search and found very little. I did a little bit of experimenting myself, and I'll get back to those batlings in a minute. But I wanted to give an example of some hobbledehoy that I'd already spun and knit, and this has sparkle in it. Do you see that sparkle right there? Oh, hang on. Right there. Yes, that's sticking out. So I originally thought, okay, maybe, there's more sparkle in this hat that does stick out. I was wondering if it was method of spinning. So when I was spinning these batlings, I tried a little over the fold spinning. I tried, and I didn't try this, but this is a theory. Perhaps in Rolags or Puni style, or Punis, the sparkle is more trapped, so in a more woolen preparation. That might work. My spinning style is semi-woolen, and I still get sparkles sticking out. You can see those, right? So my answer to you, Marianne, is I don't know. My different methods I tried, I thought for a minute that the spinning over the fold would trap the sparkle. And what that did was it trapped the beginning of the sparkle, but not the end. The end would always poke up. One thing you could do is knit it up and then cut off the bits of sticking up sparkle once it's knit, because knitting might also trap the sparkle ends. But clearly not all the time. I've been wearing this out today. So I'm going to put it out there in the Fibertown Hive Mind. Do you guys know how to do it? I haven't had great success. So if you do have some ideas, comment in the episode thread on Ravelry or comment in the YouTube comments. That would be great. And thank you if you've commented, left me messages, said hello. I love those. I love it when I hear from you. So what I have done, back to the hobbledehoy bats, I'm spinning mini Castle Leac batlings. This is what I have so far. These are all unfinished. I've got these hot pink, light pink, dark purples. These have not been washed. And then light blue. Also got this acidy green, another purple, another blue, pink, and a brown. So these are luxurious yak, silk, sparkle, bamboo, merino. Great stuff, hobbledehoy. Hi, friend. That is it for now. I have acquisitions. I have some fabric. One of my local fabric stores, Finch Sewing Studio. Finch Studio. You should follow them on Instagram. They posted last week that they had some Nanny Iro in stock, or they were getting it soon. This has proven incredibly hard for me to get my hands on. And this is a double gauze version. They have linens, but I just wanted to snap this up. So I bought 2 yards of this. Did it come today? Yes, it came today. This has birds and flowers, and I'm going to make a top out of this. Possibly a tank top. We shall see. I'm curious to see what it's different from a double gauze I've used before, the birch double gauze. Definitely 2 sides. I mean, like 2 layers to the fabric. So I love this color, russety orange. Excuse me. So that's an acquisition, and I'm starting to get sort of a Jones for sewing again. I think that'd be fun. Are you okay? Is that a burp? Now my other acquisition is from another local place to me, Looped Yarn Works in DC. I'm there by maybe twice a month. I decided it was time to start to try some quints, and I got 3 skeins of chickadee and just very soft colors. And their color palette is quite muted, so I actually think this one might be too dark. I don't know if I might knit socks, like colorwork socks with it. Mittens. I've had enough mittens, seriously, but tempted to make these into mittens as well. Although it's a worsted spun yarn, it wouldn't be as warm as the woolen spun mittens. But it would be better than nothing. I think that's it for everything. So I'm prepping for fiber camp, and we're going to do some eco dyeing, and I'm very excited. Right, Alice? You very excited for the eco dyeing? You want to come on my lap? Come on. Give me a little thing. There's my nugget. How are you? Doing all right? I know you'd be better if we could put your coat on and your collar. And then what would we do? With your collar and your coat, would we go? Would we go for a walk? Your head's gonna come off. So, we are hoping you're well. We are hoping you're participating in Handspun Winter. That you get walkies too, because everybody needs walkies, right? Right? And we hope you have a wonderful weekend, and you get lots of fun crafting done. We will be here, and we hope you also look for the Reflecting Lights mittens pattern. Reflecting Light, sorry, I should know the name of my own pattern. Yeah, so until next time, take care.